Is your fabric stash out of control? Is your fabric hoarding out of control? Do you have fabric coming out of your ears? Do you have cupboards and wardrobes bulging with fabric? Is fabric organisation out of the window? What to do? What to do with all this fabric? You need Stash Hub, the new app, which will help you organise your stash. As easy as downloading the app and then take a photo of your fabric. Pretend you work in a fabric shop and you can twist it fancy way that they do. And then do it with the rest of your stash. And then your stash will be uploaded onto the app. And it's as easy as that, with fabrics and patterns. And you can fall in love with your fabric stash again. You know what you have. No more duplicate patterns. No more duplicate fabrics. Win-win. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Curly Sewista. My name is Sophia and I'm The Curly Sewista. So welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little sketch, ad, whatever. Oh my gosh, it was so funny filming that. I got my husband to record it for me, and I was like, just hold the phone like that, and I was just like using another phone to take the photos and stuff, and he was like, I just don't feel like you had enough oomph in that second scene. I feel like you should have been like, oh, yes, I was like, look, you might think you're Michael Scorsese or whatever. I am no Angelina Jolie. Like, seriously, it was just meant to be something funny. Just chill. So, yeah, I hope you found it funny. But yeah, I just thought I'd add something in. So yeah, this is my review about Stash Hub. So a little while ago now, how long ago was it? Maybe June time, I think. I follow Yvette, who is Blossom Sandwich. I'll put her IG down on Instagram. And I followed her for quite a while actually, and I find her really funny. I like her sense of humour. It's quite dry sense of humour, I think. So yeah, I find her quite funny on Instagram. And she put something about an app for organising your stash, and like she wanted people to try it out. And I was like, right in there, I messaged her and I was like, yes, please, I would love to try this out, because if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you will know serious fabric hoarding, fabric stash. It's huge, and I keep adding to it as well, and I've got no intention of stopping anytime soon. So I'm honest, at least I'm honest. So anyway, and I like technology. I really like technology, and I wish I was more, like, this is really embarrassing to admit, but there's certain things. I think I tried to get into TikTok, and I tried to make a TikTok. I had to YouTube how to make a TikTok, because I'm sorry if you can hear my little baby just like garbling away in the background, but this is the only way I'll be able to film this otherwise. Let me just tell them to be quiet. So, told them to quieten down. I wonder how long that'll last. Not very long, probably. Not very long at all, I bet. Anyway, where was I? See, my train of thought's gone now completely. Anyway, so yeah, I was saying technology-wise, I am so into my technology. I love it, but I have to Google lots of things now. And I used to be the one that used to be able to, like, you know, when my sister would give me a phone, I'm like, I can't do this, and I'd be like, I can sort this out. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting a bit behind on technology now. I have to Google a lot of things and YouTube a lot of things, whereas before I just kind of know it. But anyway, so I'm all into apps and all my technology. So I thought, oh, something that might help me organise my stash. So Stash Hub is basically an app that you download. It's available on iOS and Android as well. I am iOS gang all the way over here. So yeah, download it on my Apple iPhone. And then basically you can catalogue your fabric stash, fabrics and patterns as well. So at the time when I downloaded it, was just like cataloguing your fabric and your patterns. And I'll go into what they're doing now, but basically you can catalogue your fabric. So you take a picture of your fabric, put it on there, put like how many meters you've got of it, what composition it is and whatnot, and then you've got it on there. Then rather than, the thing is, sometimes when it's in a cupboard, put away somewhere, out of mind, out of sight, and at least with this, like, I don't know about anyone else, but me, I am almost constantly on my phone. So if I'm out and about and I think, oh, I really like that, have I got something similar, I can just quick scroll on my phone and I'll be like, no, I haven't, or most likely in my case, yes, I have, put it back. So yeah, it's great. You can just add pictures and then you know exactly what you've got. And you can also do that with patterns as well. So upload a picture of, upload the pattern, upload a picture of the pattern, and then upload the actual version of the pattern as well that you've got. So for me, the reason I'm saying that is because I've got a lot of PDF patterns. So you can upload the actual PDF as well. If you're really into your technology and got projector files, you can upload that as well. So everything, I don't know about anyone else, but with me, and this is so, I'm so ashamed to admit this, but basically I think it was a Closet Core Cali shirt dress. Yeah, I think I've ordered that twice, because that's what happens with PDFs, with me anyway. I'll buy it and then I've got no central place, or I didn't have any central place to store all these patterns. So I would buy it and then it would go into my emails, and I don't have any organisation in my emails. Go into my emails, and then I won't make the pattern then and there, and then I wouldn't have no idea that I have that pattern. And then I'm like a few months or a year down the line, I'll be like, oh, that's such a nice pattern, must buy that pattern. And then some websites, you'll go on to them and they'll be like, there's like an account and you can see what you've bought, or you can see that you've purchased it and you're like, oh, actually no, I've already purchased that. Some don't have that option. So then with that website, with the Closet Core one, I ended up buying that one twice then for some strange reason, because I didn't have a central place to store them. So with the Stash Hub app, I've got all my patterns now. So I have like slowly been putting them in there now. I've got a huge like briefcasey boxy style thing where I've got a lot of paper patterns that I bought early on, because that's you know, the big 4 patterns. I've yet to put them on, but yeah, I've got most of my PDFs on now. I am later on in the video as well, I'll go through, I'll do like a screen grab of me actually using the app as well, so you can see, and I'll talk you through it. But this was just generally just to let you know how I've been using it and how I've been finding it as well. So yeah, and then what I really like about the app as well is it's being developed by Yvette, who I've already said, Blossom Sandwich, and her husband Doug. So I thought I'd read a little bit about what she's been doing. So she only started sewing in 2020, and I was like, wow, that was really surprising for me when I read that, when I was just about to make this video. Like, she's only been sewing for 2 years. But yeah, so she's only been sewing for 2 years, and then her husband is a software engineer. So I think she said that she used to store her fabric, because she likes fabric as well, don't we all? She was storing her fabric, like taking pictures and putting it on a Word document, and we all know that that's never going to be kept up at all. So basically she was doing that, and then her husband was like, oh, I can develop an app for that, because I think he likes developing apps and things. So he did that for her and developed the app, and then she was like, I think a lot of sewists would enjoy this as well. And then they came up with the brainchild of, well, let's launch it then. So I thought that was really clever that Yvette over on Blossom Sandwich as well, she's host of things like So Fruity 22 and So 70s as well. So yeah, as I said before, I really like her Instagram. I find her quite funny as well. So yeah, I just really thought, the thing is, personally, I remember, now when was this? All the years, last couple of years are just muddled up for me. I remember watching a video from Tamlin from Sewn on the Time about Trello, something, the app anyway. And I was like, I need something to organise my stash back then as well. And it just didn't, it's not made for fabric and, you know, Sewist or anything. It's basically an app that people thought you could use for Sewist. So I gave it a go. I uploaded 1 or 2, but it was just not user-friendly at all. So I gave up on that. But I remember thinking at the time, oh, I wish there was something made up for Sewist. And if I had an app making tech-savvy brain up there, I would have definitely made that up myself. Yes, I remember thinking to myself, oh, if I had a tech-savvy brain, I would be making up an app myself here. But thankfully, Yvette and Doug have done it for us, so it's amazing. Personally, I really enjoy using it. So there's 2 models. There's a free version, and I'll put up a picture because I can't remember. Let me have a look. So the pricing structure, I'll put it here or here, wherever, because is £3.49 a month, I think. So that works out to about £41 over the year, which I think is pretty good, really. I mean, if you wanted the free version, you could have a free version, and I think you can store 20 fabrics and then 20 patterns. You can store 1 picture. I mean, if you've got really small stash, then 20 would be fine for you. Someone like me that has a lot more than 20 patterns and a lot more than 20 bits of fabric, the paid version will be ideal for someone like myself. So, and it's £3.49 a month, which works out to how much? About £41 something over the year. And if you think about it, Atelier and the Buttons pattern is what, about £16? Less than 3 of them, nearly, you know, less than 3 of them over a year, and that's the app. And the thing is, I think it'll end up saving you money as well. For me anyway, I think it would, because it's made me so much more conscious about what fabrics I've got. Like, I've got, as I said, I keep saying I've got a huge stash. There's no way, and I definitely don't have the time to be going through all my stash, photographing them all and putting them in the app. So what I've been doing is any new fabrics that I'm purchasing now, I'm putting them in my app. So I'm starting off on a good footing now. But for most where I think I'll be saving money is patterns, because I can see I have a lot of similar patterns. I uploaded a video, my last video anyway, like a weekly roundup video, and in that I was discussing a lot of new patterns that had come out recently. And again, the app has enabled me or taught me that you can kind of modify a lot of the patterns, and a lot of the patterns can be quite similar as well. So I was talking about the new releases, and having the app and being able to see what patterns I've got, I kind of think to myself, well, that's quite similar to that, really. And that's very similar. Like, I do have a specific style that I like pattern-wise. I like dresses. I do like that kind of fit and flare dress thing going on. And when I've been uploading my patterns onto the Stash Hub app, I have realised that I've got a lot of patterns that are really quite similar. So yeah, I think it'll definitely help make you more mindful about your stash, definitely. And I know money's tight. Money is definitely tight, especially if you're in the UK and they've got the whole, you know, cost of living crisis going on in the minute. It's scary times, really scary times. but having a hobby like sewing, for me anyway, takes my mind off life, helps me concentrate. When I'm concentrating on sewing, on working out pattern, cutting fabric, all the stress of real life, of, you know, all the worries in your head kind of just park themselves for a minute. So, God, I'm getting really deep into this video, aren't I? But basically, I feel like if you, a paid version, I mean, I think I get 3 months free because I tested the beta app, but I would definitely pay for this app because I feel like I'd, in the long run, save money because of, I know exactly what I've got. I know what patterns I've got. I am not going to be tempted. Like, if there's a new pattern that comes out, I can then look on my app and go, oh yeah, I've got something very similar to that. No, I do not need that pattern actually. Whereas though before, I don't know what I've got because all my PDFs are in the cloud, in, you know, somewhere that I don't know. I mean, I had that intention that I'd have a USB and I was going to put everything in my USB, but it doesn't work out that way. USB gets corrupted, you can't find that USB, whereas with an app it's just there. So yeah, I found it really helpful. And the thing that I really like about it as well is Yvette and her husband, they're really into feedback from sewists and people who are using it, and I thought it was just going to be like a beta thing where as they were developing it, but no, it looks as though they really want to develop it and better it further and further, even when people you know, are buying the version as well. They want to improve it because they've got you can follow them on Instagram. I'll put their Instagram, I'll put their Facebook community hub as well, and they've also got this roadmap thing as well that I thought found was really interesting about where they're going to be going with the app as well. And as I said, when I first downloaded it, there was just a section for storing your patterns, your fabrics, but then as they've developed, now you've got a section for your measurements, and you've got a section for where you can plan projects as well. I mean, I don't use that section, but we'll go when I do the little screen grab, I'll go through it there. But yeah, so I just thought I'd say a little bit about it. I've really enjoyed, really enjoyed, and I do think it's going to save me money in the long run as well. I really I've noticed it already really from when I've been testing it. I'm not buying as many patterns when I mean, don't know about the fabrics yet. Maybe with the fabrics, but definitely with the patterns it's helping 100%. And with the fabrics, I reckon when I'm buying more and I can see actually I've got a lot on here, and say if I'm planning a project, rather than going up, opening the cupboard, what have I got in here, I can be like, right, I've got that actually, scroll, oh, have I got enough meters? Yes, I have. So I think it'll help in that sense. But I'm a bit of a magpie, so if I see pretty fabrics, I'm like, oh, pretty fabrics, I want. So I don't know how it'll help in that sense. It'll help probably more in the sense of when I'm out and about purchasing fabric, I can have a look at what pattern I want it for, and then on there, at least I'll know how many meters, because I made that mistake when I go out and don't buy enough fabric, buy too much fabric, then have wastage. So yeah, so I thought I would let you know about Stash Hub app that I have been testing out. So yeah, I found it really helpful, and if you have any questions that you want to ask me, ask away in the comments. And yeah, as I said, Yvette and Doug are the duo behind Stash Hub app, and they're really, you know, I'll tell you a really embarrassing story as well. Oh my gosh. So I downloaded it, and then I got a new phone like a month or so later after I'd added a few patterns and fabrics. And then I tried to log on to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh, it's all disappeared and there's nothing there anymore, and oh my gosh. So I like went on Instagram, so I thought, oh, they're developing the app, so that's why like it's all disappeared, it's all, you know, it's gone forever. And then I messaged them on Instagram, and then literally within minutes I got a message back saying, oh, that shouldn't have happened, it shouldn't have disappeared. And then they asked me to send them a screenshot of the page and everything, and they're like, are you sure that's the email that you originally used? Because that looks like a new user. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry, just ignore that last message. Use the wrong email. And then I went back and then used a proper email, and there was all my fabric and all my patterns and everything. So yeah, really good at communicating with you as well. So I really like that. So yeah, that's my favorite things. Favorite thing is the fact that it's so user friendly. You know, it's dedicated for sewers, so it's got everything in there. Favorite thing again is that you are developing it really. I said what did I mentioned about, oh, I want to be able to see my oldest to newest stash fabrics, and then within a week or so that was like one of the new things that was on the app then. So I feel like, you know, it's developed by us as well. So I really want feedback from all of us, and it's helping me definitely with not purchasing any more patterns. And yeah, so keep watching guys, and I will do a little screen grab and I'll add some patterns and fabrics, and you can watch how to add patterns and fabrics to it, how it is when you use it yourself. So yeah, any questions, comments down below, please ask away. And if you want to, obviously we've got the Instagram for Yvette, who is Blossom Sandwich, and actual Stash Hub app as well. They've got an IG as well. So yeah, that is, carry on watching the next little screen grab. Thanks for watching. So this is the front screen. When you first open up the app, there's a snapshot of some of my fabrics there. Just a few of them, not added them all. And then you can sort them as well. So there, from most expensive, least expensive, when you last purchased it, also the length as well. So the biggest length, the smallest length. And you can filter as well. So there, if you wanted to be really specific, categories, knit, woven, colours, if you needed a specific colour. And then I pre-wash all my fabric, but yeah, so you can filter it even further there. And then the next tab at the bottom is your patterns. So again, I've not added all my patterns on there, it's just a few of them. Took quite a while actually, but it was really good to see. I like Waves and Wild quite a lot, as you can tell. Yeah, so there's some of my patterns there. I found I had to do each pattern company at a time. Yeah, and upload them. So again, garment type, name ascending, alphabetical order, I don't know. But then you can filter them, so I find that quite useful. So then you've got notions, garment type, suggested fabrics if you wanted to knit one, if you already made it, body type, what type of format, as you can see. So, you know, if I wanted to make something for my little nephew, or then I'd obviously do child. Project, I don't have any projects at the minute, but yeah, if you wanted to, that's what you do. Measurements as well, that was a new thing. And shopping list. So let's add some new fabric then. So if you press that plus button, I like to add my photos first, because I've noticed on iOS it can take a little while for the photos to load up. I did put that in my feedback to them, and I think they said that just with iOS it can be a bit slower, so I don't think I did that there though. But normally I'd put I did. So that I upload the photo first and then I start filling out the other details so that by the time I've done it, the photo's uploaded anyway as well. So yeah, I think it was a cotton dobby that I bought. If you watch my shopping in Hurghada, fabric shopping in Hurghada video, you'd see what I bought. So you put the width, how that's so useful is that really, woven, composition, and then I've put that under, I've chosen those categories I think, so it's a woven one, how much it was as well. Don't think I could remember the certain date that I bought it, but if you did it on the day, I love that little handy dandy thing. You can't see at the minute, but you literally just click it to say bought today or set us today. So, and then the shop, yeah, that's where I bought it from. I really like that. I love that purchase date, how much it was. It just makes it, I just love it. So good. Colours as well. So if I wanted, then if I was filtering and wanting to a red, then I'd know that that's one of the red dresses that I have. Always pre-wash. And I love that. I think they've added that in new as well, location. I mean, I have all my fabrics in one place, but if you didn't, then how handy is that? And then there it is, like that. And then you press back and voila, it's there, added on. Great, love it. So, and then I think if you do it like, so the newly added, I think I did it the other way around. So yeah, newly added, and there it is, right at the top now. That's my most new fabric that I have. So if let's add a new pattern as well now. So during the Black Friday sales, I was really good, so good. I only bought one pattern. Again, as I was saying, I think I've droned on and on about, you know, how the apps help me. But the only thing that I bought was a Marni dress and top by Tilly and the Buttons, because I haven't got anything like that in my stash. So you can see how, because I've already got added Tilly and the Buttons, all I had to do was, it was already there, Tilly and the Buttons. It's a dress. Don't bother putting the size range in, but probably should. See, it'd be really handy if I put in how many meters was needed, I suppose. But I've not put that in. Because I suppose it depends if I want to make the top or the dress. But yeah. And then I've added the photos on as well. Can take a little while for the photos to be added on. I've kind of clipped this a little bit because you have to go into your gallery obviously and then pick your photos. And I've just got loads of photos of my baby that I just didn't want to put on. So yeah, and then look at this, and then you can add the actual PDF as well. How cool is that? It's so good, everything there. So when I went to a copy shop here in Egypt, literally I've got everything on my Stash Hub app, so didn't have to trail through my emails or anything. And there you can see now, has it been added on? Where is it? There it is. There it is, added on. Pictures there, and the PDF is there as well. How cool. And it's just there. I think I was trying to, oh yeah, so next one, projects. Can't see myself using that, but if you were gonna, I mean, if I got really organised, how cool is that? So I think I'm just trying it out over here now. So you can add a fabric. So say if I wanted to, you know, yeah, I'm just trying to like figure it out there, I think. But say I wanted to add and then you click onto it, you can see obviously all the information about it. Add that on, and then say I wanted to pair it up with, and then which type of pattern. Let's have a look. So then you scroll through. Oh, I like to use it with that pattern. And you can make some notes, priority, deadline if you cut it out. So cool, actually. Now that I'm just like playing with it, I thought it was quite cool, actually. At first I was like, I can't see myself using it, but then I thought, yeah. And then measurements as well. So I thought I would add my measurements in there, and you can put it in like inches or feet, which is really cool as well. So catered to everyone. So adding my measurements in there, I thought it was really handy, actually. I really like that update as well. Don't think it had that at the beginning, but really, really handy. So I ended up just, before I used to put it on like in my notes app, but now it's there, and the date's on there as well, because, you know, things change. So I can be like, it's quite a while ago, actually. Maybe I should measure myself again. Before Christmas, after Christmas. And there it is. And then your shopping list. So again, I'd normally use my notes app, but how cool is this? So I was like, right, I need medium interfacing. I thought I'd just try it out. Add that on there. And then when you tick it, it's like, okay, you've taken it off. Do you want it off? Off. So you can, that's when you go into your profile, you can change metric, imperial. Yeah, I really like it. It is such a good app. Yeah, really, 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 really like it. Thanks for watching. Bye.